What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously here. Once again, I am here to do my Week 18 NFL predictions. Now, Week 17 just ended tonight on Monday Night Football with the Pittsburgh Steelers defeating the Cleveland Browns. So Week 17 is in the books, and we're now into the final week of the NFL regular season with Super Wildcard Weekend starting next week. So I'm extremely excited to do my Week 18 NFL predictions for you guys this year, and I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, our record in Week 17 was fantastic. We went 12-4, so we're coming in hot, and I'm looking to keep it that way. So hopefully in this video, we will continue the winning ways. We're on a 2-week winning streak. Hopefully in this video, we make it 3 weeks in a row going into the playoffs. Hopefully. And hope you guys will be able to watch this video and all the fantastic videos we got on deck on the channel in the month of January this year, the first video of 2022. So as always, show your support on the channel as always, guys, by watching these videos. Super kicking those like buttons, hitting that notification bell, and commenting your picks, your opinions, and representing your NFL teams in the comment sections down below. Now, if this is your first time watching my channel today, guys, as a first time viewer, this is your first video, boy, you picked a good one if you're a huge fan of the NFL like myself, and you're ready for the final week of the NFL regular season going into the playoffs. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I'm JT Dangerously. Welcome to the club, because this club is just two. Whoop whoop again. Thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into my Week 18 NFL predictions. Let's start off with an NFC South rivalry showdown between the New Orleans Saints heading to the Georgia Dome to face the Dirty Birds, the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Saints are coming off their victory on Sunday over the Carolina Panthers, and the Saints are looking for a win here and a San Francisco 49ers loss to punch their ticket back to the playoffs, and they're looking to get it done on the road. There's how you have the Atlanta Falcons coming off their loss on Sunday to the Buffalo Bills, and the Falcons are looking to play spoiler and deny the Saints a spot in the playoffs with a victory at home. So coming from me in this NFC South rivalry showdown with playoff implications for the New Orleans Saints, I am going to go with the New Orleans Saints to get it done on the road and continue the winning ways and defeat the Atlanta Falcons in a very close shootout. And now next matchup, it is an AFC East rivalry showdown between the New York Jets heading to Orchard Park to face the Buffalo Bills. Now the Jets are coming off their heartbreaking loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday, and the Jets are looking to play spoiler and stop the Buffalo Bills from winning the AFC East division with a victory on the road. There's how you have the Buffalo Bills coming off their victory at home on Sunday, defeating the Atlanta Falcons, and the Buffalo Bills just need to win one game, and they are the AFC East division champions for the second year in a row. And the Bills are looking to get it done here at home. So coming from me in this AFC East rivalry showdown with playoff implications for the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East Division title. As much as I would love to see the New York Jets help my New England Patriots out and possibly give my Patriots a shot at the AFC East Division title, I am going to go with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills to get it done here and get it done at home and get their 11th victory of the season going into the playoffs and defeat the New York Jets. And our next matchup, it is an AFC North rivalry showdown, and it's the Battle of Ohio between the Cincinnati Bengals heading to the Dog Pound to face the Cleveland Browns. Now, the Bengals are coming off their huge victory at home over the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday, and with that victory, the Cincinnati Bengals are AFC North Division champions. So congratulations to you longtime Bengals fans for winning the division. And boy, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase had a game against the reigning AFC champions. Jamar Chase had 266 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns. Joe Burrow had a big game. And the Bengals will be punching their ticket to the playoffs, and they're looking to get it done here on the road against their AFC North rivals. There is how you have the Cleveland Browns coming off their loss tonight on Monday Night Football to Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Browns are looking to just finish up the year with a big victory at home against the reigning AFC North Division champions. So coming from me in this Battle of Ohio showdown in the AFC North, I am going to go with Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and the new AFC North Division champions, the Cincinnati Bengals, to get it done on the road and get their 11th victory of the season and defeat the Cleveland Browns. And our next matchup, it is a huge NFC North rivalry showdown between two franchises that hate each other's guts. The NFC North Division champions, Aaron Rodgers' Green Bay Packers, heading to Ford Field to face the Detroit Lions. Now, the Packers are coming off their big victory on Sunday Night Football over the Minnesota Vikings, and with the Cowboys' loss to the Cardinals on Sunday, Green Bay holds the number one seed in the NFC. They have home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs, and they have the first round bye. So the road to the NFC Championship this year will go through Lambeau Field. field. And the Packers are looking to wrap up this amazing regular season that they had with a big victory on the road. There is the Detroit Lions coming off their loss to my Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, and the Lions are really fighting for possibly the #1 pick in next year's NFL draft. So they're going to either need a win or a Jacksonville Jaguars win to possibly have their opportunity to quite easily steal the #1 pick from Jacksonville, but it's not going to be easy. So coming from me in this NFC North rivalry showdown between two franchises that hate each other's guts, the possibility of Green Bay resting a lot of their starters in this game is pretty high because, again, yes, they have the first round bye. They have home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. So you know the Packers are going to play safe because really it is Super Bowl or bust for the Green Bay Packers this year. But coming from me, I am going to go with the Green Bay Packers to get it done on the road and get their 14th win of the season and defeat the Detroit Lions. And now next matchup, it is an AFC East rivalry showdown between my New England Patriots heading to Miami to face the Miami Dolphins. Now my Patriots are coming off their beatdown victory of the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday, and with that victory, my Patriots have clinched a playoff spot. And all I gotta say is, oh, hell yeah. And my Patriots are looking to walk into the playoffs with a victory on the road against their hated AFC East rivals. There is the Miami Dolphins coming off their heartbreaking loss to the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. And with that loss, they have been eliminated from playoff contention for the second year in a row. After starting 1-7, they found a way to come all the way back but fall short thanks to the Chargers' victory. But the Dolphins are going to be a better team next year. And I know my good friend Joseph Cullen on the Big Fight Field channel, who is a diehard Miami Dolphins fan, knows that for true. This Dolphins team is on the up, and they're going to be definitely back into postseason next year for sure. But they're looking to wrap up the season with a victory against their hated rivals. So coming from me in this AFC East rivalry showdown, I'm going to go with Mac Jones and my New England Patriots to get it done on the road and get their 11th victory of the season going into the playoffs and defeat the Miami Dolphins in a close offensive shootout. And now next matchup, it is an NFC North rivalry showdown between the Chicago Bears heading to Minneapolis to face the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Bears are coming off their victory over the New York Giants on Sunday, and the Bears actually look good, and congratulations to Robert Quinn, the all-time sacks leader in Chicago, and this is pretty much sure the final game Matt Nagy is going to be coaching the Chicago Bears because the Bears need new direction next year, and Matt Nagy has to get his ass out of there as soon as possible. But the Bears are looking to finish up the year with a victory on the road. There's the Minnesota Vikings coming off their loss on Sunday Night Football to the Green Bay Packers, and the Vikings are looking to end this very rough year this season with a victory at home. So coming from me, this NFC North rivalry showdown, I'm going to go with my good friend Gamers Goon and the Bears to get it done on the road and get their 7th victory of the season to finish at 7-10 and defeat the Minnesota Vikings. Bear fucking down. And now next matchup, it is an NFC South rivalry showdown between the Carolina Panthers heading to Raymond James Stadium to face the reigning NFC South Division champions, the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the Panthers are coming off their loss on Sunday to the New Orleans Saints, and the Panthers are looking to end this very rough season this year with a victory on the road over the reigning Super Bowl champs. There is you have the NFC South champions, the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, coming off their close victory over the New York Jets on Sunday after Tom Brady brought his team back to win that game. And the Buccaneers are fighting for a possible. They are looking to repeat as the reigning Super Bowl champions, and they're looking to go into the playoffs with a big victory at home. So coming from me in this NFC South rivalry showdown, I am going to go with Tom, the greatest of all time, Brady, and the NFC South Division champions, the reigning Super Bowl champs, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, to get it done at home and get their 13th victory of the season and defeat the Carolina Panthers. And now next matchup, it is an AFC South rivalry showdown between the Indianapolis Colts heading to Jacksonville to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the Colts are coming off a very heartbreaking loss to the Las Vegas Raiders on Sunday, and the Colts are fighting for a wild card spot because they're going to need a win and hope that the Chargers or the Raiders fall short for the Colts to get back into the postseason, and they're looking to get it done on the road. There's how you have the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off their loss on Sunday. What else is new, folks, is the Jacksonville Jaguars this season getting blown out by my New England Patriots, and the Jacksonville Jaguars just need to lose one more game, and they will have next year's #1 pick in the NFL draft. So if the Jags want to get the #1 pick in the NFL draft next season, they have to lose this game. But if they win, they have a chance of losing it to the Detroit Lions. So coming from me in this AFC South rivalry showdown, boy, this one's a tough pick because, again, Indianapolis had a chance to clinch a playoff spot but lost to the Raiders, and now it's really If they win, they're in. If they lose, they have a chance of missing the playoffs. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Carson Wentz, Jonathan Taylor, and the Indianapolis Colts to rebound and bounce back on the road and get their 10th victory of the season with a possible spot in the wild card and defeat the Jacksonville Jaguars. And now next matchup, it is an AFC North rivalry showdown between two franchises that hate each other's guts. The Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Baltimore to face the Baltimore Ravens. Now the Steelers are coming off their big victory on Monday Night Football tonight over the Cleveland Browns, and Pittsburgh still has a slight chance of possibly making the wild card, but their chances of getting there are very slim. But this is also the final game of possibly one of the best Steelers quarterbacks the Steelers ever had ever since Terry Bradshaw and Cordell Stewart. And that is Big Ben Roethlisberger. If this is Big Ben's final game, this is going to be a very special game because it's against his hated rivals, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Steelers are looking to continue the winning ways and get a victory on the road. There's how you have the Baltimore Ravens coming off their loss to the Los Angeles Rams on Sunday, and Baltimore still is in the hunt for a wildcard spot, but their chances are as slim as a Slim Jim. And the Ravens are looking to come off with a big victory at home against their hated AFC North rivals. So coming from me in this AFC North rivalry showdown between two franchises that hate each other's guts, if this is Big Ben Roethlisberger's final game as the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, this is going to be a very special moment for him, because if he can get it done on in a final game against his hated rivals, this would be very special. So coming from me, I would rather see Big Ben go out on top other than going down in defeat. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Big Ben Roethlisberger for the final time and the Pittsburgh Steelers to get it done on the road and continue the winning ways and get to 9-7-1 and defeat the Baltimore Ravens in a close offensive shootout. And now next matchup, it is an AFC South rivalry showdown between the Tennessee Titans heading to Houston to face the Houston Texans. Now the Titans are coming off their big victory at home over the Miami Dolphins on Sunday, and with that victory, the Tennessee Titans are AFC South Division champions. So congratulations to all you Titans fans out there, and with that victory and the Kansas City Chiefs loss on Sunday, the Tennessee Titans hold the #1 seed in the AFC, and a victory here with a Kansas City loss will give Tennessee the first round bye and home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs. So this is a big game for Titans fans if they want to lock up the #1 seed in the AFC. There is how you have the Houston Texans coming off their loss to the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, and Houston is looking to deny Tennessee the #1 seed in the AFC playoffs with a huge victory at home. So coming from me in this AFC South rivalry showdown, boy, who would have thought if the Tennessee Titans get home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs and they still could get back Derrick Henry going into the playoffs, Tennessee could be a dangerous team, no pun intended, in the AFC. But coming from me, I am going to go with Ryan Tannehill and the AFC South Division champions, the Tennessee Titans, to get it done on the road and get their 12th victory of the season and defeat the Houston Texans. And now next matchup, it is an AFC West rivalry showdown between the Kansas City Chiefs heading to Mile High to face the Denver Broncos. Now the Chiefs are coming off their very surprising loss on the road on Sunday, losing to the Cincinnati Bengals, and that loss cost them the #1 seed in the AFC to the Tennessee Titans, and the Chiefs are looking to regain that #1 seed and looking to get that home field advantage throughout the AFC playoffs with a victory on the road with a Tennessee loss. There's how you have the Denver Broncos coming off their loss to the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday, and the Broncos are looking to play spoiler and deny the Chiefs a first-round bye and home field advantage throughout the AFC and make sure they will be playing on Super Wildcard Weekend next weekend with a victory at home. So coming from me in this AFC West rivalry showdown with playoff implications for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans for the #1 seed in the AFC, I can't see Kansas City losing this game. I mean, if they lost that game to Cincinnati, lost the #1 seed, they have a chance of either having the first round bye or be playing on Super Wildcard Weekend next week. So Chiefs cannot afford to lose this game. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs to get a rebound and bounce back on the road and get their 12th victory of the season and keep pace with the Tennessee Titans for the #1 seed and defeat the Denver Broncos. And now next matchup, it is another AFC West rivalry showdown between the Los Angeles Chargers heading to the Death Star to face the Las Vegas Raiders. Now this game is pretty much win and you're in. Both teams are coming in at 9-7. Both teams are coming off victories on Sunday, and whoever wins this game will punch their ticket as a wildcard team playing on Wildcard Weekend next week. So coming from me in this AFC West rivalry showdown where the winner gets in to the wildcard round for next weekend, this one's such a tough pick because Chargers had a great year this year, and so did the Raiders after all the stuff that happened this season. I mean, John Gruden leaving the team, Hunter Renfrow getting like a domesticated violence call on him. This is a very interesting showdown, and the winner gets into the wild card round. So coming from me, I'm going to go with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders to make this improbable run happen and get it done at home and get their 10th victory of the season and punch their ticket to the wild card and defeat the Los Angeles Chargers. Just win, baby. And now next matchup, it is an NFC East rivalry showdown between the Washington football team heading to Gotham to face the New York Giants. Now both teams are not going to make the playoffs this year. I mean, Washington football team is 6-10, New York Giants are 5-12. So this game is pretty much to see which team is going to get a better draft pick in next year's NFL draft. So coming from me in this NFC East rivalry showdown, I am going to go with Taylor Heinicke and the Washington football team to rebound and bounce back on the road and get their 7th victory of the season to finish at 7-10 and defeat the New York Giants. And now next matchup, it is another NFC East rivalry showdown between the Dallas Cowboys heading to Philly to face the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the Cowboys are coming off their loss on Sunday to the Arizona Cardinals, and with that loss, the Green Bay Packers have achieved the #1 first-round bye and home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs. And Dallas lost a huge threat with, I think it was Michael Gallup, their wide receiver, tore his ACL in that game, so he's out for the season. And the Cowboys are looking to rebound and bounce back on the road going into Wild Card Weekend next weekend. There is the Philadelphia Eagles coming out their victory of the Washington football team, and the Philadelphia Eagles with that victory clinched a playoff spot. So we will see the Eagles on Wild Card Weekend next weekend, and they're looking to cap the year off with a victory at home against the NFC East Division champions. So coming from me in this NFC East rivalry showdown, I am going to go with Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles to continue the winning ways and get their 10th victory of the season to go into the playoffs at 10-7 and defeat the Dallas Cowboys in a close offensive shootout. And now the final two picks in the 2021 NFL regular season coming out of the NFC West. Starting off with the San Francisco 49ers heading to the Coliseum to face the Los Angeles Rams. Now the 49ers are coming off their victory over the Houston Texans on Sunday, and the 49ers are playing for a wild card spot because they just need to win this game and hope the New Orleans Saints lose, and the 49ers will be in the playoffs playing on wild card weekend next weekend. But they have to get it done on the road here. There is the Los Angeles Rams coming off their come-from-behind victory over the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday, and boy, this Rams team is good. I mean, when you got Von Miller on defense, you got Jalen Ramsey, you got Aaron Donald, you got Odell Beckham Jr., you got Cooper Kupp, you got Matthew Stafford, who has his career resurged after leaving Detroit to come to Los Angeles. And the Rams are all in this season. It's win or bust for the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC. And they're looking to wrap up the NFC West division by getting a victory and hoping the Arizona Cardinals slip up. So coming from me in this NFC West rivalry showdown with playoff implications for the Los Angeles Rams and the NFC West division title. When these two teams play, it's usually interesting and it's usually high scoring. So coming from me, I am going to go with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr., and the Los Angeles Rams to get it done at home and get their 13th victory of the season and defeat the San Francisco 49ers. And now the final matchup in Week 18 of the NFL season. It is another NFC West rivalry showdown, and it's the Battle of the Birds between my Seattle Seahawks heading to Glendale to face the Arizona Cardinals. Now, my Seahawks are coming off their big victory at home on Sunday, defeating the Detroit Lions. Russell Wilson had a big game with 236 yards passing with 4 touchdowns, and the Seattle Seahawks are looking to play spoiler and deny the Arizona Cardinals an NFC West division title by getting a big victory on the road. There is the Arizona Cardinals coming off their huge victory on the road, defeating the Dallas Cowboys, and with that victory, they just need to win this game and hope LA slips up, and the Cardinals will be the NFC West Division champions. But it's not going to be easy against a very tough Seattle Seahawks team. So coming from me in this final NFC West rivalry showdown and the final pick in the 2021 NFL regular season going into the playoffs next week, this one's going to be good. Kyler Murray versus Russell Wilson. This one should be really good. But coming from me, I've never picked against my Seahawks all season, and why should I start now? So I am going to go with Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Pete Carroll, and my Seattle Seahawks to get it done on the road and spoil Arizona's party and finish up at 7-10 and defeat the Arizona Cardinals. And those are my Week 18 NFL predictions. And I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this video today. Comment below. Who do you see winning on the final week of the NFL regular season going into wildcard weekend next weekend? Let me know who you guys got in the picks, and let me know, who do you think will get those final wildcard picks in the AFC, and who will get the final wildcard pick in the NFC? For me in the AFC, I think the Raiders are going to get it, and I think the Chargers will get it. In the NFC, I think the 49ers deserve to make a playoff run this year. But let me know what you guys think. And as always, represent your NFL teams in the comment section. Even if they're having a rough year this year, like the Jags, like the Giants, like the Jets, like the Lions, still represent them in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about it. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to because comments and your opinions are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all of my NFL predictions throughout this season. This was a fun year, just like my college football predictions was this year. My NFL predictions were as fun as well. And it was all thanks to you guys showing your support on every video, showing your support on your team, showing your supporting your picks and your opinions. So again, I want to thank you guys so very much for an amazing NFL regular season on the channel. You already know we're going to be running this shit back next September for another year of NFL predictions. So again, thank you for an amazing 2021 NFL predictions season. Now, before you guys go, as always, you guys can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, guys can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button to become part of this bigger and dangerous alliance. We are officially 1,010 subscribers strong. So if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, guys, what are you guys waiting for? If you're a fan of professional wrestling when it comes to New Japan Pro Wrestling, All Elite Wrestling, and Ring of Honor Wrestling, and you're a fan of professional sports when it comes to the NFL, college football, college basketball, the NBA, the NHL, college, the NBA, super kick that subscribe button, folks. It's free, and you become part of this bigger, dangerous alliance. And I will see you guys next week for my official 2021 NFL Playoffs Super Wildcard Weekend predictions. Later days, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay safe, and peace.